so that you might not have to drive to the center of Beijing and there are incredibly bad traffic, but you might go to your conference and then leave immediately. So, pretty good idea actually. Strange site though, because it is the classic hotel typology on the upper left. You know, what you want to do for economy, what you see in Las Vegas, whatever, if you have a lot of rooms, which we did. You want to go high and you want to have slabs, and you want to even minimize cores by connecting slabs. However, in this case, we only had 45 meters to work with because we're right next to the airport. So we had to chop that, reorganize the rooms, and this became the diagram for the building, which is basically 3 rings and then rooms lining the 3 rings. And that also came from the idea from the client that he wanted to have a 10,000 square meter rainforest inside of the building. So we wanted to make these courtyards that would act as the rainforest. And it had to look great at night. He kept saying that because obviously you fly over it, so you had to be able to look into the thing and see this rainforest from above. So that's also where these huge holes came from. Here's us developing the project in about 24 hours. Right after the groundbreaking, making the project. Starting with 3 rings and beginning to fuse them together. The scale of the project, for reference, is kind of mind-boggling. It's 300 meters long, as big as other projects you may know from Beijing. Here it is a little bit more developed, where it's basically a core, which is all concrete, and concrete cores with a very loose skin on the outside, which is lightweight, broken into supercomponents, and basically gives a wholeness to the project without actually being the exterior envelope. So this is indoor-outdoor space in between the hotel enclosure and this outdoor skin. There's the entry where the thing pulls up off the ground. The elevation, 300 meter long elevation. They call it the White Dragon. Interior. So the rooms are organized. 1,500 rooms. It's the biggest hotel in Beijing. Color. On the outside of the shell it's white. On the inside it's multicolor, so that you can begin to orient yourself in the hotel, like I'm in the melon area, or the yellow area, or the beige area. Structurally speaking, it's really quite straightforward. It's an 8 by 8 meter grid with columns in the areas where it's flying, and then the rest is sitting on the ground. The idea for the skin is to have some super strong rings, and well, actually there's two. There's 2 in the running still. There's either a grid shell, which is I'm not showing, or there's this cable net truss, which is the other option. Have super strong beams and stretchy cables in between. And another idea is also to integrate a solar thermal system into the facade, so you can provide for all of the hot water needs for the hotel. And as you know, hotels go through a ton of water and a ton of energy using for heating and cooling, so it's an embedded solar thermal system in the skin, in this outer skin. So there it is. The top of the skin has solar thermal embedded in it.